Hey guys, the Super Review Show here for a movie review. How convenient that tomorrow is Valentine's Day here in the US. So I wanted to spend some time today and talk about this movie, Valentine's Day, that came out in 2010. And truthfully, yes, you're probably thinking, well, why is he talking about a regular movie? Why is it? Whatever. This is a really good movie, and here's why it's a really good movie. I'm going to get into all of that right here, right now. First off, I want to mention a couple key things about this movie. Number one, the cast is really, really great in this movie. Jessica Alba, Jessica Biel, Bradley Cooper, Patrick Dempsey, Jamie Foxx, Jennifer Garner, Topher Grace, George Lopez, Emma Roberts, all in this one movie. This was a star-filled, jam-to-the-brim-packed cast with a lot of talent, first and foremost. Then we have to get into the story of this movie. It is such a great rom-com. It's so fun in so many different ways. So hear me out for a second. Basically, the overall part of this movie is that the film basically just follows a bunch of different characters with their struggles on Valentine's Day itself. One of them's a news reporter, one of them's an older couple, and they all have their different struggles. So basically, and towards at the end of the movie, you know, the Ashton Kutcher, I think that's his name. I think Ashton Kutcher. Yeah, him and Jennifer Garner's character finally get together, and basically this movie itself on its own is like, yeah, it's first when you first look at it without seeing it, it's kind of like a typical like, oh, it's a rom-com and oh, it's this or that. No, but in reality, this movie is really good. Out of all the rom-coms over the past 20 years or so, there's a lot that I didn't like quite a bit over the ones that I've seen. But this one always stood out to me as one movie that it had a cute story. The director, Gary Marshall, and how can we not forget, he directed Pretty Woman with Julia Roberts, who's also in this movie. Julia Roberts from Pretty Woman. And listen, I know you're probably saying, you're probably already like watching this video and you're like, why? Well, clearly, this movie to me was much more than just a regular rom-com. You can go look at the reviews on like Google, and you can go look at the reviews on IMDb. It's got like a 5 out of 5, a 5 out of 10. It's got like the critic rating. The Rotten Tomatoes is so low. Honestly, ignore that. Ignore that completely. This movie is really a cute movie. It's a fun time. And if you're looking for a suggestion about what movie to watch on Valentine's Day, I really do recommend Valentine's Day. This movie is just so, if you have a boyfriend or girlfriend, or if you have a husband or wife, whatever, and you're looking for a movie that you haven't really you may or may not have checked out, I really recommend Valentine's Day. Just simply based on the fact that these different groups of characters all eventually find their way through Valentine's Day, all throughout this one giant day. Like the film takes place over one day. Topher Grace is in the park and he's watching a movie with this old guy. The old guy's wife comes up and they finally like reunite. Like, oh my god, it's a really cute movie to watch. And if you haven't seen it yet, like, watch it on Valentine's Day. It's really, of course, it's the title of the movie. But in reality, this movie is really fun, and I think those of you who haven't seen it should definitely check it out. Yes, I'm a guy. Yes, I'm 22 years old. I'm saying that, yeah, whatever, check out No, but this is one of the few rom-coms over the past 20 years that I've actually kind of like watched and I've said, that wasn't that bad. The critics were wrong. Who would have thought, right? Overall, though, I do have to say, is it a great, great, great movie? No. Is it The Princess Bride? No. Is it Pretty Woman? No. Overall, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. I'm going to be a little more generous because I really like it, actually. I'm going to give it a 7.5 out of 10 because this movie is the perfect Valentine's Day movie. Because I just mentioned Princess Bride. Princess Bride is like a more of a fantasy storytelling of a fantasy movie in a sense. Whereas this is like this kind of like almost like real life. This is like a real life, as close as you can get to real life interpretation of what people go through on Valentine's Day. every year. Oh, I'm single. Oh, I'm together. What does he want? What does she want? What's going on? Who knows? I just think that this is a perfect movie to watch on Valentine's Day. Have I emphasized that point enough? I guarantee it. Anyways, I digress. What do you guys think? A 7.5 out of 10 for me for this movie review on the Super Review Show. What do you guys think about this? Have you seen this movie? Do you know what I'm talking about? Do you think I'm crazy for liking it as much as I do? What do you think? Jump down to the comment section below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on Valentine's Day, this movie that came out 11 years ago. Hard to believe the time flies, right? But it's really great. I do recommend it personally. And anyways, happy Valentine's Day, everyone. You guys are awesome. So for all of your movie reviews, keep it locked on the Super Review Show. The J-Man is off to work. We'll see you guys later, and have a happy Valentine's Day.